Croatian maestro Luka Modric, even at 39, is still balling out, not just making appearances but controlling Real Madrid's midfield like a chess master. He's surrounded by stars like Jude Bellingham, Valverde, Camavinga and Tchouaméni, all younger, faster and hungrier. But when Real Madrid needs calm, control and touch of magic, they still call for Modric. Even in the more rotational role, he set the tempo like few in the world football ever could. And he is not the only one. In an era where elite training and advanced recovery can stretch careers, veterans are staying on top way longer. Cristiano Ronaldo showed what longevity looks like, being in top league and still world class at 37. Sadly, he is not in the top league anymore. However, today there are still veterans dominating the top competition in world football, players over 30 who continue to shine in the biggest leagues, and today we honor them. Also, before the top, shout out to goalkeepers like Alisson, Oblak, Courtois and others, who sadly won't be on this list simply because for goalkeepers it's normal to stay in the top form well beyond 30. So let's begin. We present top 8 best veterans in 2025. Starting off the list with a name that you might not expect, Bruno Fernandes. He's just entered 30+ territory, and despite Manchester United's chaotic season, Bruno is out there every game trying to drag the team back to life. You don't believe me? Now check this out. Bruno is currently 5th best rated player in entire Premier League, with an average of 7.57, and he is also a top rated midfielder in the entire league. And in the Europa League, he is second only after Ryan Cherki, with an insane 7.93 average rating. With 17 goals and 18 assists in all competitions, he is producing every step of the way. He leads the Premier League in key passes and is near the top in assists. But it's not just about numbers. This season, Bruno's decision-making and positioning are sharper than ever. He's controlling the tempo, monitoring young players and setting the tone every single match. Just look at his performances. That hat-trick against Real Sociedad in the Europa League, the FA Cup clash against Arsenal when he scored in regular time and then slotted home a shootout penalty like it was nothing. And most recently, that crazy comeback against Lyon, when United were 2-4 down in extra time, but Bruno scored a crucial penalty and made it 3-4, and then boom, 2 more goals and 5-4 victory. United's manager Ruben Amorim summed it up perfectly. He is a perfect captain. He can score, defend and lead. When we need him, he is always there. And it shows. Bruno still had that fury energy, still demands more, but now he is channeling it into lifting the entire squad, instead of just letting the frustration boil over. And the sad part is that he is often overlooked, struck with the stigma of being captain during United's so-called banter era. But if you actually watch him play, especially in this season, he is one of the few keeping the high standards there. Seventh place goes to Joshua Kimmich. He's been Bayern Munich's heartbeat for almost a decade, and in season 24-25, he's proving that he's still on the highest level. Many overlook Kimmich because he is not a player with a lot of hype, but as of recording this video, Kimmich is the highest rated Bundesliga player, and the second highest rated player in the Champions League after Rafinha. And that says it all. Whether operating as a defensive midfielder or filling in at the right back, he's been consistently elite. He's passing insane, over 100 passes per game with 93% accuracy, and he leads Bundesliga in completed passes too. But these are not just safe touches, they break lines, unlock space and launch attacks. He already delivered 11 assists in all competitions, many from set pieces. And also don't forget that he is doing dirty work too. 1.6 tackles per game, tons of interceptions and nearly 12 kilometers covered per 90 minutes, the most in entire league. And it's not just club football. In the Nations League showdown against Italy, he captained Germany to a comeback win at San Siro, assisting both goals and running the show with over 100 touches. Tactically, he's a manager's dream. Flick, Tuchel, Nagelsmann, does not matter who's in charge. Kimmich adapts. He's influential in any system and any role. Off the field, he's fully embraced the leadership role, from setting standards after tall losses to mentoring stars like Musiala. So the question is, what keeps him this good at 30? It's not just talent, it's a combination of his footballing IQ, relentless fitness and a freakish drive to improve. He still trains like a 22 years old player, studies the game religiously seriously and never settles down. In my dream world, I am only halfway through my career, and based on this season, he might be right. Kimmich is not just maintaining his level, he is pushing it even higher, a veteran in age, but still a master in motion. Six is Virgil van Dijk. At 33, he is flipping the script. This season has been a full-on reminder that he is still one of the most dominant center-backs in the world. Think back to start of the season, Klopp was gone, Robertson's form dipped, and many thought Liverpool's old guard including Van Dijk were past it. But week after week, Van Dijk along with certain someone we will mention higher on this list has been shutting critics up with pure class. In the current campaign, he's been a rock, 13 clean sheets in the league, over 5 clearances per game, nearly 70% aerial duels won, and a passing accuracy of 19.8%. Add to that nearly 5 progressive passes per 90 minutes, and you have got not just a defender, but a deep-lying playmaker. His biggest statements? The December showdown versus Manchester City. Van Dijk absolutely pocketed Erling Haaland, barely letting him to breathe. As Sky Sports pundits called it a masterclass in defensive timing. That match alone reminded the world why Van Dijk was seen as the best defender on the planet, and maybe he still is. So what's keeping him elite at this age? His footballing IQ and professionalism. Van Dijk has a full support crew, a personal chef, fitness coach, physio coach, and has not missed a single minute of league play this season. Mentally, he's evolved into a true leader. No matter who his duo in defense is, he adapts every single time. With Klopp gone and Arne Slot stepping in, Van Dijk took the armband and held the squad steady. His game's more refined than ever, rarely diving in, always reading the game, and on the ball, he is pure Rolls-Royce. Long passes to Salah, calmly evading pressure, and reading the game every single time perfectly. In a season filled with younger and faster attackers, Van Dijk proves that intelligence, leadership, and sheer class still wins you games. He's not just surviving, he's dominating. And the fact that we are still calling him one of the best center-backs in the world at 33, that says everything. Fifth spot goes to Inter's youngster Calhanoglu, who's still cooking at 31. Whether it's a Serie A, Champions League, Coppa Italia or international duty with Turkey, he's been vital everywhere, pulling strings from the deep, scoring clutch goals and leading with calm swagger. This season Calhanoglu has truly bossed Inter's midfield. He might not log the most minutes, but statistically he's Inter's best rated midfielder across all competitions. With 5 goals and 4 assists in Serie A and 3 more in the Champions League, he's not just creating, but finishing as well. You remember that screamer against Napoli, a rocket from distance that salvaged the draw. In Europe, he's been ice cold, coolly buried a penalty against Arsenal in the group stage, then netted in the round of 16 to help eliminate Feyenoord. And finally, when Inter faced Bayern in Munich, the club that tried to sign him, Hakan pulled the strings in a 2-1 win, and then also managed to grab an assist in a return leg. After the first match, he said, "We came here to play our game and never gave up." But here is what truly makes his 2025 run special. It's his adaptation. Once known for flashy free kicks and operating behind the striker, Hakan now is in deep-lying playmaker role. He basically replaced Brozovic and made the role his own, dictating tempo, pinging passes, reading the game like a grandmaster. And after missing a few weeks with injury, he returned sharper than ever. For Turkey, he is also leading with pride, starting the season by becoming the first Turkish player in 21 years to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or. As captain, he scored the pressure penalty in the Nations League playoff against Hungary, helping Turkey to secure promotion. This season has not just been solid, it's been a tactical reinvention, and Hakan Calhanoglu is showing the world what exactly a veteran pick should look like. Just missing the podium is 34 years old Antoine Griezmann. Since the World Cup, we have seen a whole new Griezmann. His role keeps evolving, and now he's operating in a deeper, freer zone. 1 minute he's between the lines, like a classic playmaker. The next he's arriving in the box with a perfect timing. He links midfielders to attack, dictates tempo and still finds a way to get on the score sheet. It's like having a striker, a number 10 and a captain all in one. His footballing IQ is off the charts, and his movement off the ball, pure masterclass. No wonder Diego Simeone calls him extraordinary, because when Griezmann's on the pitch, the entire game just feels different. This season also brought a major shift. Griezmann officially retired from international football after 137 games, 44 goals and 38 assists for France. He stepped away to fully focus on Atletico, and it's fully paying off. He looks sharper, more consistent and never seems to run out of energy. And physically, this guy is a machine. He's barely had a serious injury in his entire career, and that's not luck, it's years of discipline, a strict training routine, a clean diet, and yes, even scheduled power naps. In March he made a history again, passing Messi to become the foreign player with the most appearances in La Liga history. That's not just a stat, that's legacy and longevity. And that's Antoine Griezmann. And the numbers this season still elite. 16 goals and 7 assists across all competitions, leading Atletico in overall contributions. Whether it's La Liga, Copa del Rey or in the Champions League, he's been a heartbeat of the team. Remember that wild 4-3 comeback against Sevilla in December. Griezmann scored twice, including a 94th minute winner. Pure chaos and pure clutch. And who could forget his iconic spinning goal against Valladolid? That was footballing art. Even though Atletico started to lose steam at the end of the season, Griezmann never disappeared. He stayed as a team's leader, carried them with a flair and experience. And there is no question about it, he is still one of the very best veterans in the football world right now. At number 3 is the ageless Polish sniper Robert Lewandowski, 36 years old and still one of the most lethal finishers in the football world. While most strikers his age are slowing down or heading to retirement leagues, Lewy is leading La Liga in goals and powering Barcelona deep into the Champions League. This season he's turned back the clock, 25 goals in 30 league games, topping the scoring charts. In October he dropped a hat-trick in just 32 minutes against Alaves. And in El Clasico, he scored 2 in 3 minutes to smash Real Madrid 4-0 on their own stadium. Under Hansi Flick, his role evolved. Lewy never needed raw speed, especially now. It's all about positioning, timing and movement, and those tools only get sharper with experience. Flick introduced more faster and vertical system, a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-4-1, with quicker transitions and provides early service into the box. But Lewandowski is not just dominating Spain, he is on fire in Europe too, with 9 goals in the Champions League group stage and 2 more against Dortmund in the knockouts. That made him the first player ever to score 10+ Champions League goals for 3 different clubs, Dortmund, Bayern and now Barcelona. And also this season he became just the 3rd player in the history to hit 100 Champions League goals. Only Messi and Ronaldo are in that club. And let's not forget his big moment against Atletico Madrid. His goal kick-started a comeback that ended in a 4-2 win, effectively knocking Atleti out of the title race and giving Barcelona a huge boost in La Liga. Now, to be fair, not everyone's convinced. Some fans argue that his numbers should be even higher, considering how stacked this Barcelona's attack is. But look at the bigger picture. Lewandowski is still putting up one of the best striker stats in 2025, and his influence on this title-chasing Barca side is undeniable. Like it or not, he is still world-class, or at least is still putting world-class numbers. Coming in at number 2 of this list, we have Harry Kane. At 31 this season, he's already scored 36 goals, including a Bundesliga leading 24 goals and also 9 assists. In the Champions League, he added another 11 goals in 13 games. Sadly, his goal against Inter wasn't enough to push Bayern through, but his individual campaign was still outstanding. His best moments one week came in September. A Bundesliga hat-trick followed days later by a 4-goal masterclass against Dinamo Zagreb in a 9-2 Champions League demolition. That night he broke Wayne Rooney's record to become the highest goal-scoring Englishman in UCL history. And for England, Kane is still the captain and still the difference maker. He scored in each of his last 3 matches on the international duty and recently hit the massive milestone 70 international goals. At veteran age, Harry is still evolving his game. Kane is now dropping even deeper, pulling strings, creating chances, and also still finishing with both feet and his head. Also, there is his mentality. Thomas Tuchel called it harrykane effect, saying that Kane translates pressure into performance and makes players around him better. Win or loss, Kane is back on the training ground next morning, first on the pitch and always professional. Off the pitch, he dialed in on nutrition and recovery, working with a personal chef and training like a machine, inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo's approach and longevity. The result? Few injuries, peak fitness and consistent dominance. He's also fully embraced his life in Germany. New club, new country, but same Kane. And now he's already become a leader in Bayern Munich and its dressing room. And this year, he's chasing more than numbers, with Bayern Munich leading Bundesliga and Kane in the unstoppable form. He's closer than ever to finally lift major silverware. If nothing goes wrong, 2025 could be the year when Kane ends his curse and finally gets the trophy that his career has always deserved. And finally at the top of the list, and it's not even close, of course, Mohamed Salah. In current season he was considered a frontrunner for the Ballon d'Or, and even after Liverpool's UCL exit, he is still in the conversations. And that says everything about his current form. What makes Salah stand out at this age is not just his physical shape, it's his mindset. Despite massive offers from Saudi Arabia, he stayed, still hungry, still chasing greatness, and still obsessed with legacy. As Jurgen Klopp once joked, if we scan him, most of his bones are probably 90 and 20 years old. Salah's commitment to fitness, nutrition and recovery are next level. And under Arne Slot, his role has shifted. Since September, Salah enjoyed more positional freedom, often playing closer to the striker and getting more involved in a central build-up. He's not just a finisher anymore, he's a full-blown playmaker. Slot's system also encourages him to create more. Salah's crossing has gone up, his assist numbers have jumped, and Liverpool's attack is more unpredictable. Defensively, Slot knows that tracking back is not Salah's strength, but he built a system to cover for that, allowing Mo to conserve energy and stay lethal in the final third. The result? As of recording this video, Salah already has 27 goals and 18 assists in 32 Premier League matches, more than anyone in Europe's top 5 leagues. Across all competitions, he has 32 goals and 23 assists, including clutch performances across the entire season. But the real story is not just about his stats, it's how he's doing it. Mo added vision, patience and variety to his game. His signature cut-ins are now mixed with outside foot passes, disguised through balls and quick link-ups. And despite being 32, he is still the fastest guy on the pitch. Even Jamie Carragher said that Salah is having Messi and Ronaldo level season, one of the greatest they have ever seen. And the fact that he is closing in on 20 plus goals and assists season in the Premier League and could potentially break the assist and goal contribution records says it all. No matter how the season ends, Salah has already delivered one of the most dominant campaigns in Premier League history. And there you have it, some of the most unstoppable veterans in the world football right now. These players are defying age, breaking expectations and showing the young guys how it's done. In the world obsessed with wonderkids and flashy signings, these veterans remind us what a true greatness looks like. So before we go, tell us who is your favorite veteran who's still proving that age is just a number. Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thank you for watching, more football videos are coming soon.